Hello, Danger Nettles. So, I'm actually going to say one thing that's very funny that happened before I read a kind of funny SCP that I found before GOI tier listing. Um, so at work during the night shift, we had nothing to do. So much so that we were able to do an entire D&D run. That's how much shit we didn't have to do. Yeah. Um. So there was one part of the D&D run where I was the only one left alive, and his warlock says you can give one body part to revive one player. And you have to roll each time to see if it goes above 17, it'll be revived and whatnot. So the DM hated me so much. Because you know what I chose?
Dick.
A single strand of hair. Because that is a body part.
I don't know what to tell you. You gotta make it more specific next time, fucker.
You. Okay, then I'm a kaiju. Yes, it has been, Sanju. Yeah, and he he saw that I rolled. Funny enough, I rolled a nat 20 the first time. And he was like, "Fuck it, they're all revived."
So wait, you just revived your entire party with a single strand of hair?
Yeah, I pissed him off that
Nice.
much.
Yeah, if it was me, I probably would have just responded with my penis. It's not getting use anyway.
Yeah, and the DM was already fed up with me so much because I guess I just had such insane luck. Um, I think they're called war grounds, which are like robotic like creatures or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. I would just run in, punch something, and then walk out. I just kept rolling like 17 to 19. And so I just kept running into rooms, punching something, and then walking out of the room.
What sort of build did you have for your character?
I think he was a mixture of a knight and martial artist, more correctly.
Oh, then that makes sense.
Yeah. But the thing is, the thing that pissed him off the most was he planned so hard for this one Hydra monster. And I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna use. I think it was like something Fist or whatever that had a low chance of causing instant death of hits. Rolled a 21 and killed it instantly.
So what I'm hearing is you just randomly decided to be One Punch Man.
Yes.
Nice. From now on, you are Saitama.
Yeah. All right. Uh. Yeah. As well as I will make an announcement from now on. This will take effect Monday. But I'm thinking of what I'm gonna do from now on is that Content Farm streams, GOI tier listing, and VTuber class will be done on YouTube. Everything else on Twitch. That doesn't mean every
Wait,
SCP thing is going on YouTube streams. Like stuff like SCP games or other SCP stuff that I do with you and Jerry will be on Twitch. It's just that Content Farms and GOI tier listing will go on YouTube for streams.
is there a reason to not just cross stream?
I I think the last time I did that, I had to like pay for a service to do that, and I don't want to do that.
That sounds odd. I'm pretty sure you can just do that with OBS.
I'll look into it, but as for right now, that's probably what I'm just gonna do.
Well, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyways, so I found this SCP. Oh fuck! Ow!
Are you okay?
A plate fell on my foot. Anyways, so I found this SCP, and it's not as funny as a trash can, but it's still funny. All right, this is item 8135, level 3 confidential, containment class Keter, absorption class Flom, risk class Caution. Special containment procedures. Embedded Foundation agents are to install speakers around 8135 affected graves. In areas where this is infeasible, embedded agents are to promote instead the idea that the deceased spirit is able to play music from their life as a way of communicating with the living. As similar beliefs are already widespread, talks are currently underway on having this be the main containment procedure rather than the backup. Description: 8135 is a phenomenon affecting grave sites of musical artists. Approximately 50 years after the death of the artist, 8135 will occur. 8135 will cause the deceased entire discography to audibly emanate from the grave in reverse chronological order, and with each individual song playing in reverse. Addendum 1.
Why the fuck? What? No, what I'm reacting to is the fact that like you have a trail of your mouse on the Discord stream.
Oh, that's
Like
odd.
your mouse is making like trails of itself.
That's weird. It's not doing it on my computer or on OBS.
Huh. Well, whatever. It's not
Yeah.
that big a deal.
Anyways, Addendum 1. 8135 was discovered after Dr. Maslov T. Manford was visiting a local graveyard and passed by an 8135 affected gravestone. After he questioned a nearby groundskeeper in his response of, "Oh, that just happens sometimes," he was brought in for further questioning regarding 8135. The groundskeeper is so unfazed.
What the? I mean, I guess the guy's probably like gotten really used to like dealing with slightly spooky stuff, being like a fucking cemetery groundskeeper.
Yeah.
But like that's like an odd level of uh disconnectedness from a fucking rock emitting song.
Yeah. Begin log. Log opens to the groundskeeper sitting at an interview table, looking anxious. Dr. Manford enters the room and sits the opposite of the groundskeeper. You again? What's going on? We just have a few questions for you. Am I under arrest? Not technically, but cooperation will make this go much smoother. What do you know about the music playing from the graves? Groundskeeper looks visibly calmer. Oh, that? Like I told you before, that just happens sometimes. Do you know why? Well, in life, the music artists, that is, they composed, and in death, they decompose. End log. Hatchet silence.
I mean, you can't see it right now, but I am currently in pain. They made this entire SCP just to make that stupid pun.
Yes.
I guess I can respect the fucking gumption, but also fuck you.
Yeah, I also show this again because more people are saying like all the new SCPs are short. This is in the 8,000s, and I mean not short, long. This is in the 8,000s, and yeah, it's
That's
shorter.
it. Short and sweet.
It's shorter than
It's
some
it's
Generation One.
it's it's got a mission, and that mission is tell a pun, and it does its mission effectively.
Yeah, I find this funny. Like, there's the trash can that somehow is polyamorous and monogamous. And now there's musical gravestones.
Festus, why are you yelling at me?
You know what would be really funny? If a family member, if who visiting on literally the 50th year of the person's death, they're visiting their deceased loved one, and all of a sudden it just starts playing the music when they're at the grave.
Oh, I guess they are decomposing.
All right. Oh no. Oh
Ugh.
no.
What's up?
Oh, I'm getting messages. I am. I was asleep. I overnapped. Oh, Cheery was asleep.
Oh no. Okay, I guess we can wait a couple minutes for the Jiri to arrive.
Yes. But I will say the next group of interest we're dealing with is a Catholic group.
Oh, great.
They have a notoriously bad rap in the SCP universe. Saying how majority of the Catholic groups are connected to circuit cults. Yeah, I still find it funny how a lot of the Christian groups in the SCP universe are connected to circuit cults.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like, if you take a lot of like standard Christian statements out of context, they sound incredibly unhinged.
Yeah.
Like eating the body of Christ, fucking baptized in the blood of the Lord.
Yeah.
Like take it outside of the context of their religion, and it sounds fucking unhinged. Honestly, it kind of sounds unhinged in context, but
Yeah, what I'll see in Catholic Church net was insane. Yeah. The only thing that I remember from watching a clip from Helsing. I never watched it, the anime, but I kind of do want to watch it just to see this one part. It's, it's, I think he said something along the lines like, "I see that the Catholic Church is emerging, and on the other side is the Nazis are emerging." That's the only thing I know of that show. Just all of a sudden, for some reason or another, the Catholic Church and Nazis are going to fight each other.
well, that'd be a better timeline than the one we got.
Yeah. For a day, and the Catholics are crusading while the Nazis are invading. Thank you. That was the actual line. Thank you, random person. Yeah, the only reason I know of that clip is because it was sent to Terrorizer's Reddit when they were doing like No Go Terrorizer React.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm not sure if you noticed Hatchet, but for some reason, some people who are subscribers to Terrorizer made made it a meme that he's the Führer.
well, that's dubious at best.
Yeah, it actually got so far that Terrorizer in one of his mail videos, he got sent a Nazi helmet.
Oh,
Yeah, someone literally sent it to him.
well, that's kind of concerning.
Yeah. Now, the main reason why I laughed so hard at that clip is, well, I'm not sure if you noticed Hatchet, but Nogla's Catholic,
Oh yeah.
and uh, the one who's leading uh the Nazi part in Nazis in the anime has a glowing eye, kind of like Terrorizer,
Oh,
which was the huge joke. But yeah, that's the only thing I know from that show, and it makes me want to watch it just to see that part.
now I'm just a little bit concerned about Terrorizer's fan base.
When aren't we? Now seeing Catholics wear traditional garb, like the old traditional garb, while the white cloaks and with the white cloaks and pointed hats. Oh
Yeah,
no!
those things. Don't forget the KKK appropriated those. Like they still use them in their proper traditional way over in Europe.
But it's just like ruined for here in America.
Yes, they made the joke the KKK managed to sneak into the... Yeah, I forget the actual name of that garb.
So I guess I should say what we're gonna do Sunday night. Sunday night, I will be doing birthday Cards Against Humanity because we haven't done that in a while. Oh shit, I meant to do that. All right, I'm also gonna do one thing because you're a Twitch mod, if I remember correctly, right, Hatchet?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna add it as a rule where in my uh Twitch rules where minors aren't allowed on my stream, and that if you openly admit to being under the age of 18, you're immediately banned. No exceptions.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because honestly, I don't want minors to be exposed to the shit I do.
Yeah, that's valid. I've done effectively the same thing, except it hasn't gone to the point of like
Yeah.
outright banning people.
Mhm.
Just because like the main example I can think of like someone who admitted they were a minor, they kind of just like I mentioned that I'm not the most comfortable with minors in my stream and they kind of just left.
Yeah.
But that's probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm. I saw the joke about the Jewish church joining them. You sure you're Catholic? Sure, why not? You worship Jesus Christ. If we're killing Nazis, we worship a side of bacon. You want us or not? now that makes me want to watch it more. However, there is actually one anime that I haven't got around to watching because I've been too busy. That basically watching it feels like either you're high or you're drunk, and it's ghost stories.
Ghost stories?
Oh, you don't know?
No.
All right, so Ghost
Guess
Stories
not.
was doing poorly in America. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
What?
So poorly in America that the producers just let the voice actors say whatever the fuck they wanted.
Oh no.
Yeah, so basically there is so many sexual innuendos, so many racist jokes and stuff like that. And I'm like, I need to. It feels like South Park before South Park.
I see.
Yeah, I think I think one of the funny lines that I remember to this day is uh oh yeah, I know this one. Where basically he was trying to get his nerd friend to be able to run faster. He openly yells out, "Think of a big black man chasing you," and he falls to the ground. Says, "Well, at least he's not racist."
It sounds like the dub was more like an abridged version, and that's all they got.
Yeah, it pretty much is. That's what makes it
Also, hey
perfect.
Jerry.
Hey,
Hi, Jerry, you're late.
yeah.
Yeah,
Don't worry, Jerry. I am also contemplating breaking her knees.
yeah. Yeah, it's true when Renfro says it is the official dub, though. It's on Amazon and Crunchyroll.
Oh, it's on
If you're talking
Crunchyroll?
about Ghost
Yeah.
Story, in
Yes.
order to see the original, you need to watch it subtitled. And I do
Yes.
not mind watching it subtitled. It's actually a decent plot.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, but like I want to watch the dub version so badly. Double checks. I do believe it is on Crunchyroll.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind if they did the dub version the way they did if they also had an alternate version that was more in line with the story, but
yeah.
Yup.
I
All
just have
20.
zero interest.
I'm not sure if there's more than one season, but season 1 is on Crunchyroll. Yeah, Hatch didn't know the history of ghost stories. But anyways, we ready to actually start the GOI tier listing.
Maybe.
Oh my god. I just saw one of the SCP's nicknames. Anyways, Autocephalus Mission of Moldova. Autocephalus Mission of Moldova is a Catholic group. The term group is used loosely here, as the group really only has one member. Other scientists are people coming to study anomalies created by its founder Ezekiel. Situated in Moldova, they believe anomalies as God's miracles instead of magic. Its founder Ezekiel Valery Iapariano was born in Warsaw, Indiana, and then moved to Europe. He later founded the autocephalous mission of Moldova 11 years after he moved to Europe. I mean, to be honest, some SCPs are miracles from gods in the SCP universe. Look at Flush That Hates.
I'm sorry, were we supposed to respond to that?
No. Anyways, okay, so do we want to read Nibbles or Tabula Rasa first?
Tabula rasa.
Oh, I thought you would pick Nibbles.
Well, no, I was just correcting your pronunciation.
Oh.
And the only reason I know that pronunciation is because I watched a fucking uh a fucking video essay series going over the plot of Lost,
Oh.
and tabula rasa is something that's talked about in that.
Yeah. Also, if I sound quieter or hear a bunch of sniffles, um, I actually caught the flu, but my body is actually fighting it severely. Like, I don't have a fever or anything. It's just that I am very congested. So yeah. So are we reading 1616 or 1782?
Hey Jerry, would you prefer to hear tabula rasa or nibbles?
Nibbles.
Oh, wait.
Oh
Sorry.
my god. It's a keter, but it's a little rat.
Wait. Oh,
That is not a rat. No, they're so cute.
oh, I know what Nibbles is. I know what this SCP is. Okay.
The hamster. Oh, is that a hamster? I can't tell, man.
Yeah. All right. I know what SCP this is. All right. Item SCP-1616, Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-1616 is contained in a ventilated 60 by 30 by 30 centimeter cage, lined with small grates on the bottom for waste materials. The area containing the cage is being monitored at all times for possible breaches in the entirety of the wall of the cage. It should be kept lit as dimly as possible. In the case of containment breach, hatches will be released connected to the feeding grate at the bottom of 1616's cage, releasing it to an identical cage beneath. A backup cage should be kept ready at all times. Sustenance is placed in the cage automatically in daily intervals by means of a small feeding chute. This chute should be readjusted in the case of a minor breach of the cage. At no time is 1616 allowed to view photographs or illustrations. As of testing event 1616 T3, no testing subjects with tattoos are permitted to enter the area.
What does this hamster do?
Description 1616 is a common hamster with no genetic abnormalities. Subject behaves as a normal hamster would. Anomalous properties of 1616 present themselves when 1616 begins feeding. One or both of 1616's cheeks will expand, containing an object previously seen by 1616. The object in question is
Oh god.
The object in question is inorganic. 1616 will remove the object from its mouth and ignore it. Similar feeding has been observed for most organic materials, save for wood, which 1616 will not completely consume, return to, and nibble like a common hamster would for dental upkeep. Right, 1616 typically consumes organic matter which appears in its cheek over a course of time if possible. 1616 has been observed producing carrots, hamster feed, candy, substantial amounts of flesh from its cheeks. 1616's cheeks will expand to accommodate any matter it produces. In one case, expanding to accommodate the size of one baby elephant weighing 150 kilograms.
Jesus Christ.
16 does not suffer any trauma from the expansion, as the tissue appears to maintain density and composition as it expands. C16's jaw will retract and expand to remove an object from its mouth. The object in question is unable to be moved by 616's power alone. It will usually be emancipated by 616, moving backwards away from the object. 616 lacks the ability to move away from the subject due to lack of traction, will simply retract its jaw and regurgitate it, pushing itself away. The Zoom 616 has difficulties consuming a still living object depending on its size. In the case of biological matter emancipated from organic subjects, nervous tissue seems to respond as if it were still in the host's body. Subjects report feeling pain as if it were happening under normal circumstances, and nervous tissue was not disconnected at all, suggesting a sort of connection between the inside of 1616's mouth and the host subject. Due to its nature, it is recommended 1616 not be exposed to any photographs or illustrations, especially those considered dangerous. It is not confirmed whether or not 1616's feeding process will be harmful or successful to 1616 with hazardous objects. 1616 will emancipate small portions of matter from a cell wall or its entirety at any given time. This occurrence is more likely if the object is disturbed. And if I remember correctly, this was used on 682. 682 tried its best to keep the hamster from being able to view it.
Uh,
So yeah. Testing log 1616T6. Alright, so does someone want to be either Dr. Breen or D class?
That would be green.
I guess I can be D class. Unless you'd prefer to be D class.
Yeah, we're good. Alright, begin the audio log.
Place SCP-1616's cage onto the main testing table and release the lever.
D10293 releases the latch on 1616's cage. 1616 leaves the cage and onto the table.
Okay. He's kind of cute.
Continue observing 1616 until instructed otherwise.
Can I pet him?
I don't see why not.
D10293 picks up 1616 and begins stroking its head. The D class later sets 1616 down and begins observing. No abnormal activity for 12 minutes.
Doc, this thing is really cute and all, but can I just leave now?
No.
Dot dot dot.
No abnormal activity for 20 minutes. 1616 is now moving back and forth along the length of the table. 16 pauses and sits on its rear. Its left cheek appears to expand 3 times its size.
Did any of that come through the mic?
No, it was just
Oh,
silence.
Discord censoring screaming.
We heard that.
Yeah, Discord kept me from screaming, so I guess I just have to go. Ah. Ah. Ah.
Oh god. The next sentence. D10293's eye begins receding into the optical cavity.
What the fuck? Oh my god! Oh my god!
D10293 begins crying and banging on the door to the containment cell.
Get it the fuck away from me! Get it the fuck, please, why?
D10-293's left eye is gone at this point. 1616's jaw appears to retract and expand. 1616's are pulling the respective eye out of its cheek, cleaning it and nibbling on it for a few moments before placing it back in its mouth. The optical nerve is also visible, attached to the eye and leading into 1616's mouth.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh, that poor guy.
Yeah,
I
he's
think I,
feeling it the entire time.
I think I've mentioned that I think I've mentioned before that oh wait, I might have been talking with someone else. The nerves on the inside of the eye socket, like the optical nerves, are some of the most sensitive nerves in the body.
Mm.
There's instances of the best way I can describe it is there was a domestic abuse situation where a woman talked about how um basically this woman was a survivor of domestic abuse, and at some point her partner had literally gouged out one of her eyes,
Ugh.
and they proceeded to like dunk her head into like just lukewarm water, and she described the water hitting the back of the eye socket like it was like needles stabbing into the face.
Damn.
So having like actual little chompers nibbling on that, ugh. Well, the sense light, the nerve has to be quite sensitive. Yeah. Point being, genuinely one of the worst forms of torture imaginable would be fucking around with the eye socket.
Yeah. Also, at the bottom it says Serious Holy Science, so I decided to click it, and this symbol seems familiar.
I mean, that was the first. That's literally the first thing on the thing that, on like the description that you just looked at, the Holy Science series.
Yeah. We probably might have. I wasn't. Whatever. Anyway, so it didn't even mention the group in the article. Just that it's connected to the Holy Science series.
Yeah. Means maybe we should just actually read this Holy Science Hub thing.
Yeah.
Who
Right.
could have guessed it?
It didn't say it was a hub, so I thought it was just a story.
That's why you check things.
Yeah. Right. To my helpers, the autocephalous mission of Moldova was founded just 11 years after I arrived in Europe, and 6 years after I found the fingerprints of his hands on my work. I am the single originator of this order, and at times I am its only friend. I was born to a foreign place completely, Warsaw, Indiana. Here in the Americas, I had access to books, but I spent most of my life in the shadow of the law with my surrogate mother, Alexis. It is here now in Europe, and through the miracle of rebirth, that I have been able to take root and realize these works. 3 days after my death, I was resurrected, and that was the first lesson I had learned. Wait, didn't, if I remember correctly, didn't Jesus come revived after 3 days?
Yes, that would be the reference.
He is Jesus.
Oh my god.
Highly unlikely.
Yeah. I learned a string of laws that I needed to form in my mind, natural laws that needed to be recognized in order to realize this miracle. From that moment on, I was a fanatic, but all but God's favorite. I submitted none my constitution, but I walk and there is a path that appears before me. I would submit miracles to the church and these physical probable revelations, but I might be destroyed and my order gone with me. These things you must understand. The order is small at most times. I offer traditional Catholic service at my church in Moldova, but oftentimes I will stumble on my divine footprints and I must enlist help from secular scientists and philosophers such as yourself. My mission exists during these times. Instructions are for you only and must not
be relayed to those who work beneath you, as only you have been privileged with these words. At times, our objects will place our helpers in direct view of visible, tangible, holy law. Those who participate in this order may not participate in any other sect of. What the fuck?
Ecclesiastic.
Ecclesiastic, Christian, or Catholic faith on afterward. But they may leave, unless it is their purpose to stay within the order in one form or another. It's important that you hold your speculation at the door. I'll provide you the physical miracles that have been produced through these Gaussian physics that at times overwhelm me and spill out through my hands. I am not a learned scientist, and as such I require those like yourselves to dissect the exact mechanisms that allow these items and phenomena to work. By no means will you dismiss any of the materials as magic or anomaly. Not in conversations with me or your colleagues. I understand that your thoughts are private, but I cannot stomach it. I hope in your time with me you recognize that his miracles work within the confines by the same rules as anything else in our physical reality. After having read this sentence with my prayers, you'll know exactly what happened in Niwar Eureka. There was a time when my personal goal was to bring about the second advent, utilizing and adapting my miracles to bring about Perusia. Lord helps those who help themselves. I was fond of the trans-Christian view at the time, but after years of unanswered prayers and many a demon sent upon me, I realized that I was not using the science properly. I have consulted with God following these events. Having atoned for my sins, I have developed a device that proves that the Lord has forgiven me for these sins. I ask if He has forgiven me for Daniel, for Wormwood, for conquest, and so on He does. I realize now that before we can expect the return of our Lord and Savior, we must first overcome his adversary. I believe I was too overzealous or enthusiastic with the miracles. We must start the head of revelations and not the feet. I have used many blessings of abundance and destiny to provide for a group of scientists a large portion of land in Siberia. I have traveled these lands alone. I feel that the ground here has a sour history. Land here has been turned in on itself many times over. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, something's coming back to me. If I remember correctly,
Like what?
isn't if I remember correctly, isn't all of underground Siberia infected with 610?
At least in one timeline, yeah.
Oh no.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah. I believe this may be the proper environment to go about breeding and developing the opponent, and the aesthetics of the whole operation are half the battle. Sometimes I feel like his generosity depends entirely on my mood. Rome may be more fitting based on some modernist interpretations. It's much harder to accomplish great feats of evil unnoticed there. It's funny how you're saying that when you're literally being in an area with a great evil in it. Anyways, sorry. I just find that ironic. I will provide for you study materials. I can't come upon things here and there. I'm not entirely sure how I go about doing it. I believe I have been blessed. I woke one morning and my friends' joints ground together like chalk. I remembered these divine symbols and watched flocks of birds fall to the ground. I will need to replant the tomato garden. Never have I been given a gift such as this. It is surely a sign, and I must believe this is the path he has set me down on. Upon successful completion, you'll be rewarded an object, which I have blessed that will turn materials into gold. I will demonstrate this process for you before the project begins. If you wish, I can reward you a lump sum, or money orders which the Lord has in infinite wisdom given me the ability to create. I am honest with all people who work with me. This will be an incredibly dangerous task, and after it is completed, the world may not exist as we know it. The world does end, and Jesus comes down with his sword. Know that your works will be most likely earn you admission into heaven. There's also the possibility that, given the history of some of our projects, you will die, but even then, you might still get into heaven. Wait, so it's not guaranteed if you die, you may still not get into heaven.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I will have absolutely no respect for any religious individual that claims to know for a fact where someone's going to go after they die, barring
Yeah.
very specific circumstances.
Oh, yeah. You may die multiple times. You may be transmogrified. You may become science. I have witnessed all these things. The holy rules are abstract. None of my colleagues have been able to put them to paper. You'll sign liability waivers before the project begins, or I'll pray at Michael at his gates asking that you forget about all of this. I understand these things are difficult to believe, and many of you have read this paper purely for its novelty. I'll demonstrate the blessing of prophecy for you through this poem. Listen to the ground, this is movement all around. It's a soul that frames the horizon, Perusia. Look forward to hearing from you soon. Regards, Ezekiel Valerity Iperano, Primate Autocephalus Mission of Moldova.
Let's see, so relics implies things that he's created.
Yeah. Oh, Wormwood! Remember, he talked about something happening
Yeah,
with Wormwood, where he did something with Wormwood. Oh, that's 1616.
yeah.
So,
Is the,
so that means he created the hamster, or it had something to do with the hamster.
yeah, so what I'm hearing is to actually get a proper understanding of this guy's work, we kind of need to read through all of these.
What did I just do?
Also, you doing good over there, Jerry?
Yeah.
Okay. Just noticed it sounds like you're being a bit quieter than normal.
Ah.
What?
What's up?
So I accidentally clicked the images thing, and oh boy, we saw something interesting. I mean, I saw something interesting. Uh, this is the mission. Also, this mission Moldova. Wonder, secular wonder. Description of image located at gates at the end of Euphrates River. And here's our whole bunch of names. As we are likely to forget, seeing this image, a number of us approached it with the blessing of Ezekiel, so that we might remember our interactions with it and its answers to our questions. We could each feel frustration from the image when we are conversing. We offer only a description of this image and do not suggest it is divine, only in presence on earth as all things are. First image, the Gate Guardian.
Oh,
Hmm.
This is a
I guess it
fantastic.
would
Huh?
I guess it would track that this guy would be interested in that.
Yeah. What he says about it. This is a fantastic image. It's very nice to look at. I love to look at it. Please update the page with conversations with the image. I love to read them as much as I love looking at this image. Is it possible I can get the image in blue for my website? Lost my train of thoughts. I was thinking about what I was going to make for dinner tonight. I don't think that the image is an angel. What? That's not important. I want to understand what it means. What does it mean in the big picture? It might not be important. I might just let you all forget about this. For now, I don't believe anything, but I have a few deep suspicions. Go with God and his priest.
What are you?
Okay, so are we gonna be reading just a bunch of rambly posts from this guy now?
Probably not. I don't think this is gonna serve much help. It was an accidental click. So, oh wait, the first SCP is this fucker, or at
Oh,
least nicknamed this fucker.
all right. Read that.
Yeah,
Why would this not have been put on the the little hub thing that we saw? Whatever.
don't know. Object class neutralized. SCP-2589, object class neutralized. Social containment procedures. The home of 2589 was previously located in, has been dismantled and incinerated. The area the home was located has been barred from entry and has been disguised as an enclosed electrical generator. Sources of 2589 have been administered Class A amnestics. Those who have not been located are currently being tracked by Foundation assets. After they are located, they are to be administered an amnestic regimen and released. Description: 2589 was an entity that was confined to a mobile home in Warsaw, Indiana. The entity had limited mobility, lacking limbs. Its body was bell-shaped, consisting of a large mouth in the torso and an elongated upward-facing head on which there was a Warsaw Police Department branded trucker cab. The entity's body was white with red splotches, having an appearance of bruises. 2589's body did not appear to have an internal structure, the skin simply forming a floating membrane in the shape of itself. The entity was capable of manipulating the physical reality of the area around it. 2589 utilized its ability to create mouth traps in areas which led to the stomach. These spaces manifested as space and walls, enclosures of any kind, such as a doghouse, closets, and in one case, a pair of pants. Poor fucker who put a pair of pants on and gets instantly eaten. That is.
Uh,
Oh, God.
Uh,
These portals have a tendency to manifest most commonly in holes. Others manifested by 2589 claim that most commonly fell into the trap when walking through the master bedroom of the home. The entity would eat humans or animals if it was fed. 2589 did not seem to be sapient, did not actively attempt to consume subjects with its person. 2589 only physically consumed an individual if it was assisted. The effects of consumption were varied. Affected subjects would reappear later, albeit with mild or moderate changes to their appearance. Behavior was not unusual, and they retained memories of being fed to 2589. Others responded to this event with frustration or misdirection. The one subjected to 2589 prior to its containment was digested roughly 100 times.
ah!
What the fuck?
okay, on one hand, this is awful. On the other hand, I can think of uh particular folks on the internet that would be very interested in this.
Yeah.
Very interested in that until they realize it's not as hot as it sounds.
Or even hotter than it sounds because they're in something's gut.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. In question, Emma Clark, 23, seemed frustrated to quote, "I don't see what the problem is."
Huh?
She didn't have a problem being digested 100 times.
Uh,
Yeah, she's into that shit.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna kink shame.
not my kink, but I guess it's someone's kink.
That's such a useful phrase because then it can be said about effectively everything possible.
Sanju, I wish that were me. Who said that?
Sanju.
When 2589 inhabited the home, the people living in that home expressed dismissal or disinterest in 2589. Adolescents, however, did not seem to be affected by the anomaly and would respond to 2589 as one would typically expect. The home where 2589 was found, when investigated, revealed that the surviving children growing up around 2589 were conditioned to accept it from a young age. I don't like that.
Hmm.
Uh,
I
Just
really don't like
accept that you might occasionally be digested by the weird bell thing.
that. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it doesn't like seriously harm them, it sounds like, but like this is just weird.
Yeah. Uh, Addendum 5. Selected excerpts from video footage located in the home. Dates could not be found on the tapes. They were arranged in order of occurrence. The home was outfitted with 12 security cameras. Local police had questioned the father, Jacob Clark, about the cameras at one point prior to 2589's neutralization. To which the father responded, he liked knowing what went on in his home. Family affected in 2589 were Emma Clark, 23, her husband Jacob Clark, 47, Jacob Clark's brother Ethan Young, 32, the Clark's mother Madison Clark, 67, the two children Andrew, 8, Ezekiel, 11, and their dog Destroyer, 2. Oh, okay.
Dog Destroyer 2.
Yeah. Okay, so Ezekiel, the person we're looking for, was affected by
Yeah.
this anomaly.
We're also just going to um
Yeah.
take a step back and just acknowledge the fact that I mean like initial age gap in the relationship aside, um are these kids from this relationship or did Jacob
Oh
have kids
God!
from previous relationships? Um
I.
because if these kids are from this relationship, um
Oh God!
uh
uh,
like if these two met as like two adults, it'd be like, okay, whatever floats your goat. But Jacob, are, did, are these kids from another relationship, or do we
Oh
or
God!
I think I know what you're saying. Oh, that's bad.
uh
It's so bad.
anyway, anyway, as a side note, I do appreciate that their dog is named Destroyer. I like that name for a dog. Anyway, Jacob, Jacob, you've got some explaining to do, Jacob.
Yeah,
Yeah. If I was the one reading the article, I'll be so confused right now because for the longest time, name was Jacob.
Oh right, I forgot that's your dead name.
Then now it's Aaron.
Not not dead name Jacob. This creeper potential creeper Jacob from Warsaw, Indiana. May he rest in piss.
Oh my
I
god.
assume. I'm guessing he's dead. Maybe I don't know.
To be fair, it's not explicit. Children aren't Jacob's children. Still raises questions though. Yeah.
Well, the thing that I'd be thinking is like he is an older guy. So like if he had a relationship before this and they are his children from that relationship and then he later met Emma and married her while she was an adult, that would be like I mean a touch questionable, but age gaps in relationship, as long as they're both adults and met while they're adults, are whatever. But if those kids aren't from another relationship, then it's really bad. It's really bad.
Yeah.
They might be from that relationship.
Like if it's from this relationship, that would put um Ezekiel being born when Emma was 12.
Oh,
So I guess let's just read on to suss out if there's more wrong here,
Yeah.
or if this is wrong.
oh,
At, alright, at 0003, D4 man in fetal position with fused appendages appears on the floor in the foyer. Andrew's distressed begins shouting at the man. Andrew's holding a miniature boom box. Macho Man is playing on the radio. Plastic communicator with the computer. No, you're scary. Why? What's wrong with your face? Stop it. Andrew picks up the broom and moves it closer to the man. He has a broom now?
yeah.
Oh, god damn it. Unk? 2589 can be seen in the corner of the frame. Andrew notices 2589. Andrew observes 2589 slightly for 1 minute. Sorry, Unk. Andrew drags the four man out of the room, away from 2589.
I'm sorry. Does that mean that the uncle is the SCP?
Maybe, or it has medic effects.
Maybe.
At 11:05, Andrew notices 2589 in the living room. 2589 was stationary. Andrew runs to Madison, his grandmother, and tells her about 2589. Madison gets excited, suggests placing the uncle, Ethan, in its mouth.
Ah,
He just grabbed the uncle and tossed it into the creature.
Oh, wait a second. Was like the deformed person on the floor the uncle?
I guess so.
Maybe. What the
you're not
fuck?
cute,
What the
the
fuck, man?
uncle.
What? And I cannot stress this enough. The fuck?
Emma and Jacob enter the room to discuss this with Madison. Madison points at Ethan angrily while talking to Jacob. Jacob points at 2589 and begins shouting. Madison relents and moves to 2589, opening its mouth. Emma and Jacob fit Ethan's body in 2589's mouth. Audio feed returns. Let's see. Wasn't too hard, was it? Alright. Does someone want to be the person we're looking at? Ezekiel.
I can.
Alright. At 3:33, Andrew and Ezekiel are in the backyard. You know about it. You're never in the room.
Isn't Andrew the 8-year-old?
Oh wait, Andrew's the 8-year-old. Oh yeah, Andrew is the 8-year-old. What's wrong voice?
If you sound like that at 8 years old, I'd suggest you stop chain smoking.
He's a
Have
chronic
Andrew
smoker.
be a kid.
He was a chronic smoker at 4 years old.
Fucking came out of the womb with a cigarette.
Yeah. But you know about it? You're never in the room.
I saw it. I don't like it. I can get Dad's gun. I know where he has it.
It's gonna eat me. You'll get the gun tonight.
I'll do it by myself. It's scared of me because I'm really smart.
Really?
Yeah.
Let him build an immunity as cigarettes as a random person. Andrew leaves the frame and speaks with his father for a moment. Andrew and his father go inside. Ezekiel remains outside. A green hummingbird appears in a yard. Ezekiel addresses the bird.
You're the angel?
The bird does not appear to acknowledge Ezekiel's presence, and by all accounts is a mundane animal.
How do I kill it?
Ezekiel nods, running into the doghouse. Ezekiel does not leave the doghouse. No activity for 2 hours. Andrew and Jacob walk outside. Jacob points to the doghouse and Andrew moves closer to inspect it. Andrew begins screaming.
Oh god.
What the fuck happened?
What happened in the doghouse?
At 23:02, Jerry, you want to be Ethan?
Is Ethan an adult or a child?
That's the uncle.
Ethan. Yeah, Ethan
Oh,
is the uncle, so yeah. So yeah,
Okay,
it can't.
I'll be Ethan.
We now know that the crumpled up body in the first section was Ethan,
Yeah.
but he's back now.
Ethan appears in a hallway, no longer deformed, but appearance changed slightly. He's dressed in a vest, his face is covered in glitter. Ethan runs into Madison in the hallway. He was covered. Why was he covered in glitter?
I don't think he picked that. Where were you? You've been gone for 2 weeks. No one's saying shit.
A low moaning is heard. 2589's head can be seen in the frame, bent around a corner behind Madison. Ethan and Madison turn around, but otherwise do not acknowledge 2589. I went out with the girls. Here now. Problem. Ethan shakes his head. Madison leaves the frame toward 2589. 2589's head retracts. Giggling can be heard for 2 minutes afterward.
This feels like we're reading like a transcript of like, oh, I forget the name of the creator. It's something like, I think Alex Kaepernick, something like that, is like a independent uh analog horror creator that's done stuff for Adult Swim.
Oh.
And this feels a lot like one of his works that's This House Has People in It.
Oh,
It's got a very similar vibe to just like seeing everyday moments, but they're intercut with like increasingly fucking weird shit.
Yeah. Oh, the unedited footage of bear people.
Yeah, that as well. He was behind that as well. He and his group.
And Jerry, you and I are probably gonna have to take a look at that eventually when we do analog horror.
Although if I remember correctly, the other like one of his other like earlier works is I think called Alan Tutorials, which is I'd need to look back at it, but I'm guessing it did not age particularly well
Oh.
because like I think the general premise was that he's playing a very very abused autistic person. So I'm
Oh.
willing to guess that his depiction would probably be taken as offensive, even though like the overall point is like the overall message I would argue is like going against harmful practices and
Yeah.
exploitation,
Mm-hmm.
but I'd be willing to guess that the actual depiction he does is not the best. I'd have to
Gotcha.
go look at it again. Anyway,
Yeah.
this has a similar vibe to that.
Yeah. At 10:55, entire family save for Ezekiel is in the living room. 2589 is also present, standing behind the couch. Andrew seems distressed about 2589, but tends to maintain composure, occasionally glancing at Jacob. Oh, look, Andrew is having another fit. Jacob, Ethan, and Madison laughing. Emma appears reserved, but but smiles. Emma gets up and starts caressing 2589's lips. Who wants to be Emma?
Oh, what the fuck, man? I guess I can be, uh,
If you don't want
honey.
to be Emma, I can be Emma.
Well, I'm just more like I was reacting to the situation.
Fair enough.
Honey, I can take care of myself.
Jacob gets up from the couch and pushes Emma into 2589's mouth. He then Madison laugh.
Oh,
Andrew closes his eyes and put his hands in his ears. Bye. Wait. Oh yeah. Bye, honey. Confused that Jacob was someone else for a second there. Right. At 2 o'clock, Andrew moves down the hall. Heavy breathing is audible on the tape, as well as a barely audible loop of BG's Night Fever. The wall next to Andrew begins heaving as if it were organic. A small section of the wall collapses, revealing a deformed Ezekiel. Ezekiel's body appears to have been compressed into a cube. Andrew observes the hole motionless.
Kill it!
Andrew continues staring at the hole. Denim B. Local police have been called to the location 10 times previously on the grounds of domestic disturbances. On March 12th, redacted, Deputy Alexis Walker received a private. Shut the fuck up. Sorry, Amazon robot wanted to speak.
oh, bad timing.
Private phone call from Andrew urging her to go to the location of the home. Alexis had given Andrew her phone number on a previous visit. Alexis arrived at the location, entering the home without provocation, discovered Jacob Clark in the act of assaulting Ethan Young.
Now I'm getting mixed up on names here. Want to scroll back? Want to scroll back up real quick? Okay, so Jacob. Okay, so uh, Jacob is the husband. Ethan is his brother. Okay, so it's very questionable husband beating his younger brother.
I just someone want to be the.
I'll be the cop since the person I voice is apparently getting beaten up.
Alright. At 0002, what the fuck is going on?
Calm down, sir.
This ain't none of your business. You don't have any reason to be here in my fucking home.
Get down on the ground. You can tell them all about me breaking into your house. Get down on the ground or I swear to God.
2589 appears in the frame next to Ethan. See, it wasn't me. I didn't do. Alexa fires at 2589 12 times. Jacob is screaming violently. 2589 falls over on itself and falls to the ground.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Where are the kids? Tell me where the fucking kids are.
Alexis moves to Jacob and notices he has been shot multiple times. Alexis looked over to 2589 and notices no longer present. Alexis pinches herself and looks around for a few moments. Alexis is seen leaving the area with Andrew and Ezekiel. She is followed by Ethan and Madison out of the house. Two shout at Alexis while the vehicle drives away. Damn, so even though she shot at 2589, Jacob took the damage.
I think what that could also mean is simply that Jacob was the entity.
Oh,
Oh,
This feels like a not so subtle commentary on domestic violence.
gotcha. Alexis, Andrew, or Zigo could not be located afterward. Records have been scrubbed from local law enforcement agencies and kept on the Foundation's private record in line with current disinformation protocol. No anomalous activity has been detected in the house to date.
So then the little Ezekiel got uh had a shall we say anomalous encounter early in life with an extremely abusive dad that was also fucking over the top monster creature.
Yeah.
Okay.
uh,
Okay, so next we do have the flock. Oh shit! This is the other place that was mentioned.
The other place that was mentioned?
Yeah. The Nari Naiwarika was mentioned earlier in Holy Science area near the beginning.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, near the beginning, I think.
You could just search for it.
Yep. After reading this, and with my prayers, you know exactly what happened in Niwarikia.
Okay, I guess we're going to find out what happened in Niwarika.
Yeah, and there's a lot of information this time.
Oh, Jesus, this one's long.
Oh, but there is a message from him in here.
Yeah.
So we might actually find out where the fuck to put this group after reading this one.
E.
Right. Uh, Item 2782. Object class safe. First look at procedures. Interests in a perimeter of 2782 are to be monitored at all times. Although 2782 is not yet proven itself to be outwardly hostile, doors to the room should be guarded at least 2 armed personnel at all times. Niwarika is a is the remains of a scientific compound located on a redacted island, New Zealand. The area was originally used as a breeding ground for kakapo.
wait, did you say Kakupo?
Yeah,
Yeah,
kakapo.
Kakapo.
Yeah, kakapo.
Wait a second. Oh, we've read this one before.
Oh, we did? You
Yeah, well,
remember?
scroll back. Yeah, scroll back up to the description. This is this is the one that's like the remains of 28 Kakapo chicks discovered in a
Yeah!
partially flooded chamber beneath the research facility.
Yeah, that's right. So he's
Okay,
responsible
so
for this.
yeah. All right, so let's actually read this because I don't remember the details of it, but I remember the Kakapos.
Right.
Also, as a side note, there's a very important thing I need to send in the recording live stream VC in relation to this. There we go.
Oh my god.
This is it's very important that we send this.
If you're gonna send that, then I'm going to Let me just grab that. Yes. Oh, goodness. There we go.
Girl. Cockapos are so fucking cute and stupid. I love
They
them.
are. They also scream like night terrors. Wait, no, that's Kiwi.
Yeah, that's Kiwi you're thinking of.
Alright.
Maybe I
Same.
should look that up just to be sure.
No, I remember Kiwi specifically. Like, I remember a video of a Kiwi just like screeching and then sprinting around a silo.
Oh yeah.
Like
They're
he's
like
just
little
running
people.
around a silo, stops, lets out unholy sounds from hell, and then continues running in circles. Anyway,
I,
I
I,
guess
Cockapoo.
that's what the lady Kiwis like. The unholy sounds.
oh, damn it, it's not working.
I mean, I'm sure there's some lady humans that like that as well, considering that teratrophilia is the thing.
Even though it's not playing a GIF, it's still funny.
Atrophilia.
What was that, Chewy?
What's atrophilia?
Monster fuckers.
Oh,
It is one of the oldest known like outright paraphilias in human history. Like the ancient Greeks were obsessed with monster fucking.
Yeah.
apparently Kakapo just make normal sounds or booming sounds. They're like re, re. I'm not sure how else to say. Maybe I need to click
I'm
on
sorry,
that
but
sound.
just like you trying to describe how they sound, and then it just slowly breaks down into re. Okay.
I have,
Anyway,
I have done
It sounds
nothing.
kind of like car hooting, but it's a bird.
hmm.
That's my opinion of the sound.
Yep, random person, you're right, there is no difference.
What's being talked about?
I did nothing to a Twitch stream.
Let me go look at Twitch.
What did you do? You put a bird over your face? A Kakapo?
Yeah,
Can I
there's
draw
not
you
much
a
difference.
Kakapo girl?
Not
I
much
can draw
difference
you as
there.
a derpy parrot, Aaron.
Nah. Anyways. The facility was acquired by an unknown party and reproductive experiments were run on the birds. The goal of the experiments is not currently known.
Well, I mean, we now know what
Yeah.
unknown party took control of it.
Yeah. Experiments recovered from the facility were 2782, remains of incubation equipment for rodents and parrots, as well as a hard drive containing writings believed to be relevant to the experiments. Records indicate testing was originally carried out on the rodents, followed by kakapo and humans. None of which have been recovered. Only one human subject has been reported to have been produced from the experiment.
Oh,
An entrance to the expanse below the facility was discovered buried 3 meters under the building's foundations, flooded and welded shut behind an iron hatch. The chamber was located 9 meters underneath the facility and contained 2782. Imprints over the chamber door read Jedva Devats Usum-D, which is whoever this fucker is. Oh yeah. Anyways, uh, which in English means 19198D. 2782 is a destination for skeletal remains of 28 Kakabo chicks discovered in partially flooded chamber beneath the Nawaraka Research Facility. Fractures and burns on the skeletons and events. Objects were crushed with sudden blunt force and incinerated. Subjects retain their original structure and physical composition despite damage. The skeletons are at times ambulatory and capable of vocalizations. Dash 1 through 28 reset at 10:59 p.m. NZST. To their original positions within the chamber even under circumstances where the objects are damaged or located elsewhere. (2782) will move if their resting positions are obstructed. 2782 are sentient and capable of altering matter within the chamber. 2782 moved outside of the chamber are still capable of manipulating matter inside of the chamber. Objects have not been shown to be capable of altering anything outside the perimeter of the chamber. There's no discernible material, fail-safe, or external force that propagates this effect. 2782 will commit to the act of completely consuming the flesh of incapacitated or otherwise deceased subjects within the chamber. Matter is discarded immediately due to their lack of digestive systems. Entities consumed inside the chamber will reappear inside of the chamber 3 days later. Discarded matter from previous feedings remains and is not affected by resets of the 2782 chamber. 782-X was a tentative destination for 8 men who were subjected to the effects of 2782 from 1996 to present. The men themselves are anomalous by proxy of 2782. Further information on the subjects can be found in the previous agenda. August 11th, 19 redacted AD. This subject is one of our humanized piggy laboratory mice. I'll call her Sarah. Sarah's Generation 8, our results are finally visible. Sarah's extremely clever and appears to be self-aware. I'll keep Sarah as a personal pet for 6 months to see if the desired traits are visible. If they are, then we are being led in the right direction. To celebrate Sarah, I will bury her. September 23rd, 19 redacted AD. This is such as one piece Syrian hamster from batch K160 PK1279923. Influence is not quite apparent. Corners of the room were transformed into vague, fanged mouths, which appear once the subject was in hiding. The object appeared again, and the subject peeked out from hiding, but over time disappeared. We picked up on the security camera. The assistant and I were both hiding. We think the subject may have been spooked by shadows we saw may have been the idea of a predator. We need to remove the fear from the piggies. January 30th, 19 redacted AD. This subject was one Syrian hamster, AH32. His influence is clearly visible. Your response was removed completely, bold but not stupid. Very preoccupied with food, as he was desired, made a mess of the proving grounds. The stink of fish is sweet in this case. We will soon see if he is in a litter as well. April 15th, 19 redacted AD. The acquired traits have been passed on successfully. I saved one of the babies. I will name this wretched little thing Wormwood. Oh no. The remainder of piggies from Phase 1 have been euthanized. I release him into the wilderness as an offering of humility. May he die fat and happy. Hallelujah. About
What the
that.
fuck?
About that, he ain't dead.
Oh, right. Wormwood's what they call the hamster.
Yeah. So this is so yeah, he definitely did create
So
the
this
hamster.
and this is where the hamster was created. Why are they doing this with animals?
I don't
Did you
know.
ever release a hamster?
I don't know. We have infiltrated their facility. We didn't want to use the Paris, but the isolation here and the already active breeding program is perfect for us. It's also respected by the administrator of the project, and we'll see about replacing him as well so things aren't so tricky. Many birds will be created for our experiments. The controls will be released to proper authorities for a repopulation project. Our cuckoos will be incinerated. Something. Oh. February 15th, 19 redacted. The birds are becoming dangerous. They dislike us. His abilities are apparent, desired but muddled. They are different from hamsters in that they are not modified by food, but rather sex. That's right. That's the right track. This is great news for conservation. Conserv- conserv- fuck,
Conservationists.
conservationists. But currently, it's not great news for us, especially Daniel. Daniel is no longer with us.
Did Daniel get eaten by the birds?
I guess so.
Mm,
Oh, the next
bird.
the next part is written by Daniel.
Oh,
The Lord helps those who help themselves. That is the motto of our mission. I don't know anything about science or DNA for that matter. Chris and his colleagues handled all that. I'm just a man who is faithful to his father and his mission. I believe his mission is divine, blessed by the Lord. I believe a man walked the earth almost 2,000 years ago, but I also believe he was more than a man. I believe the Lord uses the laws within the confines of his own universe to perform his miracles, and I believe it is our duty to understand those laws. While I may seem biased as Ezekiel's son, oh,
okay.
results of his early experiments. The Lord worked through my father and provided for him. He has a machine that can transmute water, and I've seen him use a salve that cured a man's blindness. That's enough for me. But my father seems unhappy. Even though he and he alone performs this science, even his colleagues don't completely understand its works. They think maybe he's going senile. Ray doesn't have what he wants. He won't admit to that. Or sometimes that he wants to be begotten for himself, his own son. I sin just thinking this. Take solace in that when the Lord returns, my worry will put to rest. Daniel. Oh. Okay then. March 10th, 19 redacted. We have indirectly discovered our solution for transferring the strain to human subjects. One of these eggs contained a human embryo. It seems Daniel is indeed still with us. Truly a miracle. Daniel is a martyr if there ever was one. Everything that happened that day was dignified. Praise the Lord. Birds are extremely holy. I hardly understand their faces anymore. Are they of Christ, or are they simply his cherubs? March 11th, 19 redacted. Elijah is at rest. I hope he's dead. We're destroying the rest of the eggs before they hatch. Or be more careful this time. We're being besieged by the devil. Now, the foul burst would be an abomination. It's true, and it was not our intention, but such is the nature of the things. We should know it is not God's will that a human should hatch. This is wrong. Theo proclaims that he will castrate himself and ask the Lord for forgiveness. produce will instead be extracted from the shell of Daniel's egg. Can't wait for these things to come to term. This image was not meant for them. His grace. They cannot know his grace. Animals do not have souls. Well, what would make of an animal messiah? I laugh, but I disagree with that.
Yeah.
Right.
It feels a bit like each one that's read gets a little crazier. Am I
Yeah.
crazy or not? Or
No, that's kind of the vibe.
Yeah. Alright, transcript of security camera footage. At 10:30:01, three men wearing orange jumpsuits over. Wait. Three men wearing orange jumpsuits enter a room. Each man is pushing a wheelbarrow. The room is lined with incubators for large eggs. At 10:32:22, the men begin gently placing eggs in wheelbarrows. The men are moving quietly. They do not communicate verbally and instead use hand gestures. At 10:39:01, 28 eggs have been placed into the wheelbarrows. The men cart the wheelbarrows out of the room. Right. At 10:42:42, three men with wheelbarrows fill the eggs into a room on the basement floor of the facility. In the center of the room is an elevator shaft. At 10:42:55, five plainly dressed men enter the room. Four men are holding sledgehammers. One man is holding a jug that is assumed to contain gasoline. At 10:44:02, only men board the elevator in tow of the eggs. At 10:46:01, elevator descends. One man shouts as the elevator shifts. At 10:47:23, a bearded, heavy-set man in a yellow robe enters the room and inserts a key into the console near the elevator shaft. At 10:47:23, the man exits the room, lights in the area power off. I have Daniel in this vessel. I will extract from him the essence of grain, so that it may offer to a righteous woman. I'll offer Daniel to the Lord, my burnt offering. I'll bring with me the progenitors of Daniel, offerings of the fellowship, green doves, DNA of Mary, Christian plasma. My son will have the gifts of the begotten, and we'll have Perusia. Lord helps those who help themselves. Prepare for the Advent. Sing for the Advent. Ezekiel, primate autocephalous mission of Moldova. Okay then. Alright, the Denim B. Monthly transcripts of cover footage. May oh no, March 13th, 1996 to March 28th, 2013. Each transcript begins at 10:55 in CST. At uh, May, no, God damn it, not May again. March 13th, 19 redacted. The door to the elevator shaft opens and 8 men enter the hall into a hallway. 4 of the men are carrying sledgehammers. 1 man is carrying a tank of gasoline. 3 men cart the wheelbarrows in front of the others towards a heavy iron door. Men enter a large empty chamber with cement walls. There's a rope lamp hanging from the center of the room. The men begin unloading eggs onto the ground in 2 parallel lines of 14. A man pours gasoline down each line. The 4 men stand readied with the sledgehammers over 4 separate eggs. The men hoist the sledgehammers, attempting to crush the eggs. The video feeds ends immediately after the hammers make contact with the shells. And March 14th, 19 redacted, 28 skeletal chicks stand in 2 parallel rows of 14, motionless in 24 hours. And March 15th, 19 redacted, the chamber has been partially flooded with an estimated 2 meters of water. 2782 appear on the floor and slowly float upwards. Each chick flaps in unison and breaches the surface of the water, landing their feet on the surface and remaining motionless. This process is repeated every day. March 16th, 19 redacted. 8 men appear in the water and reach the surface. The men are in a panic and screaming. 2782 remain motionless. The men attempt to open a door but cannot. The man attempts to swing a sledgehammer underwater. This is not effective. This behavior continues for 3 hours. Men huddle hanging on the rope lamp and conserve energy. They discuss the situation and are confused by the presence of 2782. 5 men claim to be the maintenance technicians, while the other 3 are security guards. They seem to be unaware of the nature of 2782 or any unusual activity in the facility leading up to this point. One man interacts with Dash 12, the 12th chick in the first row on the north side of the room. Dash 12 remains idle during interactions. No other notable events. March 18th, 19 redacted. Men in the room complain of shortness of breath. By the end of the cycle, 5 men are breathing heavily. Lights begin to flicker. May 19th, 19 redacted. The men are suffocating. One man succumbs and floats in the water. 782 converge on the incapacitated man and begin picking at him. Dissipated biological matter is not digested and floats freely through the room. This process lasts 7 hours, so only bone remains on the subject. This is repeated for each individual. By the end of the cycle, all men are deceased and March 20th, 19 redacted to March 21st, 19 redacted. No noticeable activity. Lights begin to dim. March 21st, 19 redacted. 8 men appear in the water, breach the surface. They are screaming and in a panic. Begin to suffocate is coming in 10 minutes. Converge on the incapacitated men and consume them. No other notable activity. Lights in the room are no longer active. Records parsed. 18 years. Duplicate entries removed. March 21st, 20 redacted. Area not visible, no sign of water splashing, but a slight sloshing noise. Screams and sounds of men in pain are heard for roughly 3 seconds before they fade. Sounds of eating. No other notable activity. Alright. The door to 2782 is breached on May 1st, 20 redacted, and drained of water. The area was completely filled with densely compacted bones and clothing. 8 surviving men were discovered. 2782 were in resting positions. Men were removed from the chamber by MTF and moved to a nearby immediate facility. Following is an interview with one individual, X2. The individual seems to be only partially capable of human speech and does not seem to understand what he is saying. He is believed to be in a persistent state of stupor due to traumatic stress. The other men share a similar condition. Great. Does someone want to read gibberish?
I will.
Hello?
Imandaraba ketar la tain bonyo lupol lemos.
He was hunched over and muttering. Sorry, please slow down.
Mandrebar eb of e andre raba em leia un rab em
Cedric is humming. Please nod if you can understand what I am saying.
Kalam berant et tayo rebar tayemes
Cedric is given a paper and a pencil. Cedric looks up and grabs the pencil and begins drawing. Drawing appears to be a random scribbling, almost covering the paper. What is this? Can you write in English? Subject
Don't think
writes,
I fucking know English. Sorry.
Subject writes on the back of the paper. The writing is a longhand English script reading, Adonai. Is there something you'd like to tell us? Would you like to leave? Subject continues writing the word Adonai. Increases speeds, then grabs the pencil with both hands and thrusts it into his temple.
Ah!
Researcher Sanders clears his throat. Researcher Sanders is escorted out of the room. Subject is monitored until he expires from blood loss.
I just looked it up. Adonai, uh, let's see. Another name for God in Scripture.
Oh.
So he was writing another name for God over and over again
Wait.
before
Does
committing
that mean he
suicide.
wasn't speaking a gibberish?
I tried putting everything, like some of the other stuff, through Google, and it only led back to the article. So I do think he was just speaking gibberish.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when given a piece of paper, he wrote an actual word.
May 4th, 2014, X2 does not resurrect within a chamber, is soon to be neutralized and free of 2782's effect. Alright. Final addendum. May 8th, 2014, animals were introduced into the testing area. 2782 will ignore all deceased subjects save for humans. 2782 has ignored all but one D-class subject introduced to it. D0548. Subject was a man charged with the murder of 3 people. So I want to be the poor fucker who gets eaten.
I guess I will.
Right. What's a little about yourself? What are you in for?
Oh, I think you know. A blind man committed a triple homicide. Why do you ask? I assume it's a rhetorical question.
You claim you didn't kill those people.
You're on to something. I might have done it. I got up twice to pee twice that night, and like to make a game of stumbling around the hallway. Anyway, anything could have happened.
Thank you. You'll be released after this test. DO548 appears incredulous. Subject is led to the chamber by guards. Subject is asked to turn around. The guard terminates DO548 via bolt, then exits the room. DO548 is consumed by 2782. May 11th, 20 redacted. DO548 appears in the center of the room in a fetal position. It remains motionless for 6 seconds. 2782 turn to DO548 and move toward him. 2782 jump up and down on DO548 until he starts moving, then return to their original positions. DO548 quickly rises to his feet and surveys the area.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
DO548 feels the back of his head, then lightly strokes his eyes.
Fuck is this? Who the fuck are you people? I was fucking innocent. What is this?
DO548 begins pacing and sobbing, noticing 2782 and begins stomping them.
Fuck these things. Swear to fucking God.
Runs to the open door and fails. DO548 shouts. DO548 turns around and continues stomping 2782 instances. 2782 appears indifferent. One instance appears to be cleaning its feathers.
This is a dream. I can only see in my dreams. I'm dreaming.
Subject bangs his head on the wall with extreme force. Subject is unconscious. 2782 do not appear interested in DO548. One instance of 2782 sidesteps away from the subject. The researcher's notes. As of now, we know that DO548 was innocent. We think 2782 ignores subjects it does not consider good in one way or another. We're not sure why he was not resurrected by 2782, but it may be due to his behavior shortly after his resurrection. We notice a subject on page 46, no, in testing logs, one of our own, while having quickly cleaned record, was also ignored by the birds.
So the birds ignored the blind guy because he didn't kill.
Updated revision, May 20th, 20 redacted. After an extended period of inactivity, chamber containing 2782 spontaneously manifested 52,561 fish. 2782 appears ambivalent. Reasons for these manifestations are currently unknown.
Dude, what the fuck? Okay, so
What?
the birds will attack people who have like been involved in causing harm to people. Okay, that's good. Why the fuck did fucking 52,000 fish show up in there?
I don't know. So, are we good to rank it yet, or?
What is Daniel?
1782.
That was the name of his son.
Oh, it's this one right here.
Right, this thing. Well, either way, I think we can confidently say that this is going somewhere in evil.
Yeah.
Like, the guy, like, for whatever reason he wants to put forward, he, like, severely experimented upon, like, innocent animals and led into, uh,
We
both his son and a whole bunch of other people getting killed.
we've read this one too. I forgot. I remember. I think we've read it this one as well. Right? We had to look through multiple tapes or something.
Oh, right, I think I remember that.
So he's also responsible for that too. So yeah, I think it's somewhere evil.
I'd be feeling uh I wish there was a negligent evil option.
Oh my god.
Because like what this feels like is, like there can be like some good in trying to like study the world and learn about its secrets, but when you're causing this much harm to do it, uh,
That would it go into path to hell?
uh I guess we did make that for like instances of people trying to do something good that leads them down an awful
Yep.
path, but at the same time, oh, I don't know, man.
Are you just wondering? It was made for things like this, but was it really the path of the path that they meant to do good with? They
Yeah.
really meant to do good.
Like, were they like because like on the surface of it, I'm rather partial to the vibe of people being inspired by their faith and practice to engage in research in one
Mhm.
way, shape, or form. But in this case, the research is fucking awful.
Yeah.
It'd be like if someone said, "Oh, I have been inspired by my God to research the sounds that babies make when you step on them.
Mhm.
So their research is them stepping on babies."
Maybe we should put it in chaotic evil.
I'd actually be thinking more toward lawful evil because he has a very rigid structure about how he does things.
Yeah.
You are right. Even if it feels chaotic, he does like order. It
Yeah.
just feels so chaotic.
It does feel. You know what? Because of that, let's put it in neutral evil. That's why
Yeah,
neutral evil is there. So, how long is streaming going for? About 2 hours?
Yeah, 2 hours.
And we've gotten through one SCP group.
it was
Yay.
it was an interesting group. That was a person, I guess.
Uh,
We did not approve of that group.
no. Autumn Firm.
Maybe the next group will be nicer.
Nope. Maybe. Oh, I
The
just.
Avengers?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Wait, what? What?
That's a thing.
Part of a crossover tale with the MCU? How the fuck does that work?
I don't know.
It's in the Chinese branch?
Yeah.
What? Uh, oh, whatever.
All right. Do we actually want to do another group of vicious night, or did that previous one just break us?
I don't know what group of interest are we doing next.
The next one is Avalar Professional Products Incorporated. A group of interest specialized in the production and sale of anomalous office products and supplies.
Hmm. I mean, I'm good. I think I'm good to go if y'all are.
I'm good to go. Let's go. Maybe it won't be evil.
Yeah.
I'm looking
We
forward
have.
to not.
Sorry, cut you off. But we do have three, and one of them actually has the group of interest's name in its title.
Outsourced customer service contact center solutions by Avalar Professional Products Incorporated. I'm interested.
That sounds dubious. You see, that's the thing, Jerry. You said maybe this group won't be evil, but it's a corporation.
I can hope for neutrality. Eh,
Oh, okay. I'd say let's start by looking for the shortest one.
Yeah. Wait, why does these seem familiar?
This doesn't seem too long.
Oh, this is the thing that constantly produces multiple business cards. We've read this one before.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, that's like one of the most innocuous things, I think. Except, wait, wasn't there an issue where like someone didn't properly close it, so it just started piling out shit tons of cards?
Estimated over 2 billion. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Title of Dash 1 Asshole Buffoon, Enemy of Nature. But yeah, because they didn't close it properly, it just kept producing.
And it started chopping down actual trees, so it's not actually it's not actually infinite. It does consume material resources to work.
Right.
Okay, I guess Negotium ficus. Ficus.
Woo, plant.
Ooh, nice and short.
Yeah.
What is strange about this ficus?
So we now know this group already is doing deforestation with one of their anomalies.
Granted, it was not intentional.
Yeah.
And the SCP itself, like, fucking degraded the guy who did it
Yeah.
with his business card saying an absolute like, what was it, like, absolute menace, crime against nature, something like that.
Yeah, absolute buffoon, crime against nature. Yeah.
Criminal against nature. Yeah. Either way.
Alright. Item 3923, Object Class Euclid. Project Content Procedures. All known instances of 3923 are currently being held at Site 55's Botanical Containment Center. Personnel interacting with instances of 3923 are to be equipped with rebreather mask and personal oxygen tanks.
Wait. Wait, what? Oh,
Prunings are to
personnel
be carried out
interacting with.
by
Okay. Their first
trained personally.
I misheard that, and it's saying personnel need to be wearing that. I thought they were putting that on the plant.
No, no, the people going in.
They just hang rebreathers on the plant as a containment procedure.
Each
Yeah,
leaf
I
gets
think
its own mask.
the plants might be poisonous.
Probably.
Prunings are to be carried out by trained personnel only. Instances are to be watered no more than once a week. Foundation web crawlers are to monitor internal email systems of major companies for references to behaviors and speech patterns caused by exposure to 3923. Alright, description 3923 are visually and genetically identical to Fiscus lyrata, or the fiddle leaf fig.
It's I think it's ficus, not fiscus. Fiscal period.
Though varying in height and coloration, they are typically 1.5 meters tall and light green. To
Yeah.
date, all
Uh,
recovered instances of SCP-3923 have been found in excretion
it,
boardroom.
executive
Oh,
executive
executive boardroom. Sorry.
executive boardrooms.
They've been found in executive boardrooms, business meeting rooms, and personal offices of high ranking employees within multi-million dollar companies. I see.
So
Yeah.
okay.
Instead of photosynthesizing
Uh, so
oxygen,
so are you just gonna read this one then?
I'm sorry. I like plants. You guys kept getting distracted. I can stop.
Well, it's all right. If you want
Yeah.
to read it, you can. I was
Yeah.
just confused.
Yeah.
Instead of photosynthesizing oxygen, 3923 creates a previously unknown gas which affects human cognitive function. So, psychologically harm, I mean,
Fit.
physiologically harmless, the gas will cause subjects inhaling it to suffer from irregular speech patterns and behavior. Such behaviors include believing oneself to be issuing a presentation, engaging in sales pitches for non-specific products, attempting to exchange non-existent business cards. If more than one, if more than one subject is affected, they will take turns making Fox presentations on perceived products and applauding one another. Gathering of subjects affected by SCP-3923 can last hours, usually only ending due to outside disturbances or when biological needs arise.
So it just creates infinite board meetings and presentations.
Yes.
This sounds
Until,
awful.
until someone needs to pee.
Yeah, until someone really needs to pee or shit, and then they look at their watch and it's like, we've been here for 12 hours? Why have we been having presentations of random products for 12 hours?
Another one's like, I don't think any of these products even exist.
We'll make them exist. Spends another 12 hours talking about how they'll make it exist.
Oh my god.
Okay, go ahead.
The effects of SCP-3923 wear off within 5 to 10 minutes of leaving the affected area. Recovering subjects will express confusion and have little to no recollection of their prior state. This is particularly notable to subjects who are not in an office building or similar location while under the effects of 3923. Prolonged exposure may result in 3923's effects becoming near permanent, as seen in William Petter, the CEO of the Fortune 500 company, redacted. Addendum 1. Apprehension of an APP Incorporated associate. Matthew Sanders was apprehended in the 2019 Austin Small Business Expo in Austin, ASCE, Texas. Sanders was discovered to be exhibiting products on behalf of Avalier Professional Products Incorporated. Avalier Professional Products Incorporated is a group of interest specializing in the products and sales of anomalous office products and supplies. At the convention, including 3923, 3709, 3803, and 4988, and other previously unknown APP incorporated products, the promotional materials involving 3923 claimed the object was guaranteed to get employees in the headspace of a top dog salesman and improve meeting productivity and boardroom aesthetics by 300%. Oh, fuck you. Upon being questioned by Sanders, claimed he had been hired as a product demonstrator by a third-party staffing agency and had little knowledge of APP Incorporated, save for the marketing material he had been provided. All marketing material seized during the apprehension of Sanders is currently kept in Site 55's low-risk item storage. Among the items were a list of representatives for several companies in attendance of ASBE who had left their contact information with Sanders. Foundation field agents are currently being planted as custodial personnel in over 20 companies to search and contain instances of 3923 and other APP incorporated products. Sanders was later released from Foundation custody after administration of Class B amnestics. Addendum 2. Affected subject interview. Who wants to read the people?
Yes, I'll be the researcher.
I
And
guess I'm the D class.
nice. Interviewed D1221. Interviewer Researcher Hart. Forward. D1221 was exposed to 3923 for 20 minutes before Researcher Hart entered the chamber. Researcher Hart was equipped with the necessary equipment to not be affected by 3923. Begin log.
Hello, D1221.
Bob, I didn't expect to see you at this meeting. How are you doing? I'd give you my business card. It tries to find card in jumpsuit, but I'm afraid I came unprepared. Attempts to shake the researcher's hand.
Refusing the handshake. How are you feeling?
Oh, you know what? I'm feeling great. Just like my conference in our profits. Just like my confidence in our profits this quarter.
What do you mean?
By dramatically innovating corporate processes to proactively mesh cutting edge manufactured products, which will beat out the competition in our untapped sectors abroad, we will triple our products. I'm just a LinkedIn influencer.
Yeah.
This 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 SCP just creates LinkedIn influencers, and I hate that.
I, uh, okay. Are you feeling any sort of lightheadedness? Maybe dizziness, fatigue, or nausea?
Nope, like I said, feeling great. Anyway, as I was saying, by dramatically increasing our synergy with not synergy. By dramatically increasing our synergy with third-party distributors and Eastern markets, I plan on pushing this product all the way to the top of this company.
I'm afraid I don't follow. What company? What product?
All right. Come on now, wise guy. A meeting is no place for joking around. We're talking about money here. Big, big money.
Very well. Can you detail your plans to me? Step by step, if you will.
Okay, listen, I normally don't do this, but I'll do it for you since you're the new guy and you seem like a real go-getter, okay? We're going to get together a crack tiger team to get a B2B rolling with some offshore brick and mortars, but on a nice show put on a nice show, and pretend to eat some of our own dog food until they have a come to Jesus moment. And then we just so happen to lower our prices and manage to set up a profit center in the untapped sector. The entire time we will be courting a rival company of theirs and offering prices our competition cannot beat, within a ballpark figure of 3 million. That way, we still have an exit strategy in case we screw the pooch. By hiring exclusively newcomers in that foreign market, we can claim downsizing within 5 years to maximize our long run profits. Holy shit, I'm an asshole. I'm a piece of shit.
Thank you. Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you. Now I have another question.
Go ahead and shoot, Tim.
What company do you claim to work for?
Come on now, twice in one meeting. You're looking to get your position bangalored with that behavior. We work for Schaffer Incorporated.
This is conflicted with information gleaned in prior conversations.
What is Bangalore? It's like Bangladesh, only Bangalore,
I'm guessing
and it's
it's like
weird.
I guess it's like shipped out of the company or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
This is too LinkedIn for me, man.
And what is the product you are selling?
You were on thin ice before, George, but the name keeps changing. You were on thin ice before, George, but this crosses the line. You're fired.
Uh, Closing statement. D1221 refused to answer further questions and attempted to force researcher Hart into signing a non-compete agreement, which the subject claimed Hart would acquire from his secretary. Following the cessation of testing, D1221 recovered within 11 minutes and had no memory of their prior state.
This is awful.
So he went from
Yeah.
a normal person to a LinkedIn salesperson, then back to a normal person.
Yeah. Also, I'll be
That's
right
worse
back.
than getting drunk. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Oh,
At least if you get drunk, there's a chance you'll remember. Oh, god damn it. Can you hear that?
yeah.
I'm sorry.
What's wrong?
That the military plane above was that loud.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I thought you were referring to your statement about getting drunk and remembering.
Oh, no. Like, at least
No,
if you get drunk, there's a chance you might remember something, no matter how smashed you get. With this, you'll never remember anything. You don't
fucking
know the dickest shit you did.
fucking D class is given access to their personal phone, is put into contact with this plant, and like 3 hours later he's taken out, returns to normal, starts looking through his phone. Wait, what the fuck? Why do I have LinkedIn downloaded? What the fuck? Why am I talking about about business synergy and alpha wolf context?
It's like, wait. Was I trying to talk about dog food or physical items? Why'd the thing I was trying to sell keep changing? What was I trying to sell?
Why did I post the same image of the wolves 3 times and keep regurgitating stuff about alpha wolf pack behavior?
What does synergy even mean? Because I'll admit I've heard synergy so much and I don't actually really fucking understand it.
You know what? I don't even really know it. Let me go look it up. Okay, synergy. The interaction or cooperation of two or more organizations, substances, or other agents to produce a combined effect greater than the sum of their separate effects.
It just
So
sounds
like
like teamwork, but that's stupidly.
it's just teamwork, but between different groups of people rather than just the first part
Well,
of.
that's still just teamwork. That's why I think the term is stupid.
Well, I mean, humans like having multiple terms for multiple things.
I think that term was made specifically to make people in businesses feel special about teamwork. When teamwork is special and it doesn't need a new term, but whatever.
I'll actually look up the etymology of it.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, so it developed in the mid 17th century.
Oh,
Actually,
that's
it's
definitely.
Actually, it's one of the rare words that I look up the etymology and you don't immediately see like links to Old English. The links are like 2 Greek words, then another Greek word, and then another Greek word, then modern Latin, and then turning into the word synergy around the mid 17th century within English.
Oh, what kind of people used it back then?
Not sure. I mean, it's definitely like it existed. Uh, like it existed for a good long while, but it's oh god. Looking
What?
at the looking at the usage mapping, it's just like barely being used like throughout the 1800s to about 1950, and it just starts sharply rising.
That
So
was basically a word that no one had much interest in until companies looked at it and went, you know what, this is our word.
yeah,
Is
it
that
kind of
it?
sounds like it's kind of got that vibe, yeah. It's like it was a term that already existed and like still has usage, but companies like having their own special little workplace jargon. It's
Yes,
like
I
it's
do.
it's like a stupider version of fucking academic jargon, but at least 9 times out of 10, there's somewhat of a reason for academic jargon.
Wanted the most obscure word possible to be our company word. All companies started using it. I hate it, thank you.
Well, that was certainly a trip.
That'd be
We
like
need to.
if a company like made black paint, just normal black paint, but named it Void instead.
What's the color of the walls at your office? Void. Bro, what? Dude, what? What are you talking about?
Some
It's void, you know? Void.
some paint companies are actually pretentious with naming their white. They will make a pure white color and sometimes name it snow.
I mean, I
Snow
think it's
isn't
fair.
one of those off whites, it's just white white.
I guess that's the thing. Is like I think it's kind of fair for certain like artistic things to be like, "Oh, we're going to name it something a bit different." But like it also feels very silly when like combined with corporate contexts.
Yeah, that's fair, but I still don't like it when companies do things like naming one color that is commonly called one thing and make it another thing called another thing just for shits and giggles or to be special and unique. You don't need
Yeah,
it to be
that's
special and
fair.
unique, and it makes it harder for artists to find the color. That's why I
Yeah,
hate it when they
that
name
is
things
fair.
like the black void or the white snow. I hate it so much.
That's okay, yeah, that's definitely fair.
It's
Anyway, I'm
gonna.
going
Oh, sorry.
anyway, I'm going to name this Minecraft world My Walls Are Void.
That's valid.
Oh wait, I was clicked into Discord, not Minecraft. I started typing My Walls Are Void in Discord.
I will have to say, this has been something that pissed me off even before I was able to use the internet.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Just imagine child me in the 1990s, like looking at paint color names, just frowning. Like, why is it called this? This isn't a unique shade of white. This is not a unique shade of yellow. This is not, how pissed I got over stupid things like that. Sometimes companies would make a shade of yellow that was just yellow, name it something weird just because they could. And while I did like unique names for unique shades like Easter yellow, I also hated the other things that would throw in random name colors that would literally be just the one color, and it would just make it so much harder to look for the one color. Use use the right names when it already has a name.
Yeah, that's fair.
And now you know that at some point, like a first grader got angry at crayons and pencils and paints.
talk to a lady at an arts and crafts store. Hey, I'm looking for like a greenish yellow paint. Oh, you mean ogre piss? Yeah, we got ogre piss.
It's more like, look at our paint selection, isn't it neat? Here's all the green yellows, or did you say green blues? Here's the selection. Good luck finding the exact one that you want. Like, oh, holy shit, this is a lot. Oh, well, this is gonna take a while.
There's there's five different black there's five different shades of black, all given different super unique names.
Yeah,
All produced by different companies.
yeah. But I will say, like, when using the correct names for the correct colors, it can be a very amazing experience. Like finding the new colors, like the difference between cool gray and French gray.
Hmm.
Cool gray has a blue tone to it, and French gray has a yellow tone to it.
Huh. It
Really
sounds
put,
it's funny because that sounds like the difference between the older and newer gray blocks in Legos. There's like an
I,
entire there's like an entire article I saw about like the history of Lego colorings, and like around the turn of the century, or I want to say like around 2005, they basically did a big survey and found out that uh, consumers didn't particularly like the gray that they were using because it had like some tones of yellow, so it ends up kind of looking dirty. So they switched over to having it a bit more bluish gray into it. So
I
so
have a
so. Oh, go ahead.
I have a feeling that was probably a little more yellow than French gray, but that is still hilarious.
Yeah, and as such, like specifically the reason this was a thing that I heard about is because I watched a video about someone like trying to recreate all of the mini kits that you can get in the original Star Wars or Lego Star Wars game, but like
Great,
with
I'm back.
actual Lego. Oh well, we will finish conversation momentarily. They're like recreating all these little mini kits from Lego Star Wars IRL, and then there's like an entire aside about how they had to decide whether to use the old, expensive, and commonly brittle, like piss gray Legos, or to basically where they can modernize and use the blay, as it's called, bluish gray. I thought it was interesting.
I will say, if the those blocks probably would have looked nicer if they picked French gray rather than piss gray.
Well, I'm
Because
just calling it like I'm just calling it piss gray because like that's the
I
nickname
think
I
I
thought
get
of.
why. It
Yeah,
has more yellow than French gray. It does not look attractive.
I'm
French gray
guessing.
with the right other colors looks perfect. It even looks perfect on its own. It is classy. I guess that's why it's called French gray. But I like cool gray a lot more. It is my favorite color. I'm biased.
Yeah, Aaron, for reference, we've just been sitting here talking about colors for the most part.
Ah,
Yeah, sorry.
You're good.
alright. 3, 2, 1. So, are we good to just the group?
Oh, shit. I do think that is objectively an evil thing to create more LinkedIn influencers in the world.
I think
But
it's generally like really bad to basically temporarily strip people of their minds.
yeah. Granted, it is very fitting for capitalism, but still.
Mm.
Um,
And to think, so if someone's exposed to it too long, it's permanent.
yeah,
They'll
they
never
can.
be a real person
They'll.
ever again.
They will never. They will never stop being a LinkedIn influencer.
It feels less like that and more like they'll never be the person that they were before ever again, even though that's
Yeah.
the person they were really. It's almost like killing them and leaving their face behind.
Yeah. So, granted, I think like a good number of their items are largely innocuous, but the fact that they're willing to create something like that
Mhm.
I think puts them in evil somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's the thing is like at the same time like there's been some explicitly evil shit done by neutral groups as well.
Yeah.
Should we
So,
read a different one of their products just to have more coverage instead of just judging based on one evil product of evil?
well, yeah, like basically we've got the fact that they have the cards, like the card dispenser that makes unique cards for
Oh, you're right.
whoever's
That's
holding it,
also like
which is
not a
like,
nice product. Yeah.
well, no, to me, like that's largely innocuous. I don't think you can wholly blame the company for like the mistake of that one dumbass leaving the cards on it like open so it just starts infinitely creating cards.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like like if it's being used correctly, it's like a completely innocuous and kind of funny thing.
Hmm.
And then the second thing we learned from them is kind of nightmare fuel. So I guess we need another thing to figure out where their baseline is.
Oh, there was a different one I was mentioning.
Yeah, there's a number of other ones here.
Crap. Long.
Yeah, I'd say let's see if we can find a shorter one.
And now.
Oh yeah, I guess we're reading the long one. Oh, I don't like that. The just
oh,
like I saw a brief glimpse of like an email that's put in later that says concerning your work ethic. That's got a bad vibe to it. So I guess yeah, let's read this. That okay.
Uh, SCP-3709, Object Class Safe, Special Containment Procedures. 3709 is stored in a standard containment locker at Site 55. Before requests must be sent to Dr. Everwood before dismantling the object. In the event of an injury caused by 3709, the company's staple remover is to be used.
Wait, is it it's a stapler? Sounds like it's a stapler.
Description: 3709 is a blackmail stapler.
Damn, it's a stapler. I'm so good at my job.
sorry.
Very good.
Primary anomalous property is the ability to punch a staple through any material or materials. The name Avlar is engraved on the top of a handle in a customer support phone number is located on the bottom of the object.
That sounds very bad. People are very stupid. No. Oh,
Yeah, it's the sort of thing where it's like on the surface of it, I can see a lot of uses for that, but if it looks like just a normal ass stapler,
no warnings on it or anything.
Upon ejection, a staple loaded into 3709 will elongate, enlarge, and increase in durability in order to bridge through the material placed between it and 3709's plate. 3709 has approximately 2.5 centimeters of space between its hammer and anvil. However, its anomalous properties will activate as long as the loaded staple is angled towards the metal plate. Regardless of whether it's attached, theoretically there are no limitations to 3709's capabilities when dismantled in this fashion. Interview log 3709.1. After initial testing of 3709, customer service number on the bottom of the object was called with the purpose of getting intel on APP Inc. Researcher Danica was instructed to draw out the conversation while an original trace was conducted. Someone want to either be the Danica or Caroline?
I can't say
I'll,
I'm phone up to reading at this point.
I'll be Caroline.
Interviewer researcher Danica forward Danica was told to hide his identity. Log. Call was initiated. The line rings once more before cutting into an automated transmission. Thank you for calling Avalive Physical Products Incorporated.
That's Caroline.
Uh,
I,
that's before
That's
Caroline. It's
that's
like
oh,
repetitive.
yeah, it's yeah. The female voice I think is like one of those AI things you hear before you hear a representative.
oh, well, you're
Yeah.
not reading with an automated voice.
I well, I'm not an AI.
Well, you
Thank
can
you for
automated
here.
voice came before AI. You just read it very stiffly and with
Anyways,
overscored.
Here,
Hedges
here,
got it.
I've got this. Thank you for calling Avalar Professional Products Incorporated. Your call is very important to us. In order to ensure quality service, your call may be monitored. Please stay on the line, and one of our representatives will take your call as soon as possible.
Light jazz begins to
Weirdly,
play on the other line. At 2 minutes pass.
I am botched
weirdly, that was a
robot.
good voice. I'm unsure how I feel about that.
Hello, and thank you for calling Avalar Customer Support. This is. Oh wait. Oh, representative. Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is Jerry.
Hello, and thank you for calling Avalor Customer Support. This is Caroline speaking. May I please have your name for our records?
My name is Alan Daniel.
Thank you so much for your call today, Mr. Daniels. And what is the product you're calling us about?
I'm calling about one of your staplers.
Okay. Do you have the model number? It's on the packaging.
I don't have the model number, no.
Okay. Can you describe it for me?
Sure, it's black. It is made of metal and is your logo on the top.
Thank you, sir. I have the product information up now. And what is your issue?
We don't have an issue with the stapler. I was actually just curious about some aspects of the product. Is it possible that you can answer some questions?
Of course. How can I be of assistance?
So some of us in office are concerned about the binding strength of the stapler. It's a bit unnecessarily strong.
It was designed to guarantee a secure fasten. It doesn't unbend in the slightest. You're more likely to rip your paper than lose the staple.
So it's only meant to hold paper together.
Yes, Mr. Daniels, it's an office stapler. It's what they're designed to do.
I'm having a difficult time believing that this is only intended to keep stacks of paper together.
Sir, this line is for serious inquiries only. If you have no further questions about the product, I will be forced to terminate this call.
I'm not joking. This is an unreasonably powerful for a common office tool.
Goodbye, sir.
The call is disconnected. End log. Was a statement. The amount
You
of
got
time spent on
really,
the call was insufficient. The trace was unsuccessful.
you got really pissed at him.
Yeah.
How dare you tell how dare you tell me that our staplers are too strong?
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't lying though. It's unnecessarily strong, but she was pissed. Like, how dare you?
Yeah. Multiple attempts to contact the service line were made and ended with similar results. Representative may be unaware of 3709's anomalous nature.
Oh, that could make sense.
Listed in 3709.2, during the limit test, D1221 was instructed to hold an anvil of 3709 against the ceiling of of a controlled testing chamber while Dr. Finnegan punched a staple through the floor above. After approximately 30 minutes, Dr. Finnegan expressed he had difficulty locating a precise location on the metal plate. D1221 experienced fatigue and her arm successfully dropped the anvil. On retrieval of the anvil, Finnegan successfully punched a staple through the floor, ceiling, ladder, and D1221's left hand, piercing and holding them all in place.
Oh
Oh
God!
no!
Given the nature of the staple, the on-site personnel were unable to remove it from D1221's hand.
That stapler should have come with a stapler remover. Oh my gosh. That's evil.
Right, interview log 3709.2. In order to gain further insight into the proper method of removing a staple from D1221, customer service number was called, with the manufacturing of 3709 being a secondary priority. Initially, researcher Waters was instructed to draw out the conversation while the original trace was connected. Alright, I guess I'll be Walters.
Oh, it's Caroline again. Yay.
Oh, you're lying again, Hatchet.
Oh yeah. Thank you for calling Avalar Professional Products Incorporated. Your call is very important to us. In order to ensure quality service, your call may be monitored. Please stay on the line, and one of our representatives will take your call as soon as.
Light Jazz began playing
Breaks
on.
down into weird barking sounds.
Light Jazz begins playing on the other line. 2 minutes pass.
Hello, and thank you for calling Avalor Customer Support. This is Caroline speaking. May I please get your name for our records?
Yes, this is May Watson speaking.
Thank you so much for your call today, Miss Watson. And what is the product you were calling about?
I'm calling about the stapler. I don't have a model number here.
No worries, Miss Watson. Is it all right to assume you're referring to our popular premium grade office stapler? The black one with our company name on top?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and what is the issue?
One of our employees has been inflicted with serious injury and we can't remove the staple. He can't move from where he is right now.
Oh dear, that's not good. Have you tried using our APP brand staple remover?
For fuck's sake, it's sold separately. Fuck these people.
It didn't come.
Yeah, fuck.
It didn't come with a staple remover. 3709 was not purchased by any Foundation personnel.
It should have. Are you sure you haven't misplaced it?
Okay, so it supposedly did come with it.
I'm positive. Is the staple remover the only option?
I'm actually not certain.
So you don't know how the product works?
Admittedly, I'm not very familiar with the premium grade stapler. I do apologize.
Is Bob said you can put someone else on the line, someone who does know more about it?
I'm sorry, Miss Watson. Please excuse me one moment while I transfer you to a Tier 2 support representative. They should be able to offer you a more satisfactory response. Please hold.
Light jazz music begins playing on the other line 5 minutes past. Oh, it's a Kevin now.
Uh, does anyone want to do Kevin, or I'll do Kevin?
I'm Kevin. Hello, yes, I am Kevin. Alright, so represent at the top then?
Yeah.
Thank you for holding. This is Kevin speaking. Am I speaking with Miss May Watson?
Yes, this is she.
Okay. And am I correct in understanding the issue that being an employee has staples stuck in their left hand?
Great.
All right. I should mention that we aren't liable for any misuse of our products. Now, have you tried using our. I read ahead. Have you tried using our APP brand staple remover before making this call?
It didn't come with one. Previous representatives said that it should have come with a staple remover.
No, it doesn't come with one, but they're available for purchase. However, because of the work-related injury, we can send one to you for free of charge. Can you get a mailing address?
I'm still a bit confused. Why wouldn't you include a staple remover if this is a potential issue?
Miss Watson, I understand that you are frustrated, but we are not liable for any misuse of our products. It isn't a toy, it's an office tool.
Forgive me, but I've given the holding string for this thing. I don't know what purpose this would fill in an office environment, much less a desk job.
It's used to hold paper together, Miss Watson.
At this point, researcher Waters has given an indication that the trace has been completed.
Are you still there, Miss Watson?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Excellent. Now, would you mind providing a mailing address so I may send you a complimentary staple remover?
Researcher Waters proceeds to offer the information for a Foundation-owned P.O. box.
Perfect. I have your order logged now. You should be seeing your package in 2 to 3 business days. Is there anything else I can help you with while you're on the line?
Nope, I think we're done here.
Thank you for your time and cooperation, Miss Watson. Please contact us if you have any further questions about our products. Have a nice day.
You too. End vlog.
I'm not sure which
Okay.
representative is more frustrating, Kevin or Caroline.
I feel like Kevin because he has more information than Caroline.
Yeah.
That's true. He's like literally like, no, it's sold separately, but you should have gotten it.
Why didn't you buy the thing sold separately that you should have had? Tisk tisk. Guess I'll send you a free one so that you don't try to sue us.
It's like, for Pete's sake, if they knew it was going to be an issue, people would buy it with the stapler.
Mm-hmm.
They should come with a warning like, by the way, everything it uses it on gets stapled down automatically no matter what it is. Good luck.
Good luck, fucker.
While waiting for the item to arrive, field agents Houseman and Miller were stationed at the PO box to surveil any suspicious activity. 4 days later, a staple remover with APP scribbled on the top was retrieved from the PO box without incident.
Okay, I love the detail that it took more than 2 to 3 business
Yeah,
days.
it's
I feel
just
so bad for my B class.
this stuff was delivered by a member of the United States Postal Service, confirmed to have no association with APP Inc.
Oh, god damn it. Fucking, you're just a fucking U.S. Postal Service worker. And like you're going around your job, and then just randomly the fucking men in black walk up. Hey, you heard anything about this company?
God.
It's like, I
Like,
don't know, man. I'm just trying to make enough to feed my kids, man. Please leave me alone.
Also, seeing how many days have passed, um, I don't think they'll be able to fix his hand.
Well, you can figure things out, I think.
Oh
Plus, this is the
yeah.
Foundation.
Oh yeah, true. They could probably just buy something from Anderson's Robotics and give him a robotic hand. But then again, he's
Well, I mean,
also oh,
not even that. Like, even if it's like been stuck into the hand for that long, like the healing process can still take place.
yeah.
I think.
yeah,
I
it
should press
can
the
definitely heal after only that long. It's just
like
very frustrating to have to wait that long.
yeah,
And
and
then
like you got
wait
to keep
for
in
it.
mind these are and like you got to keep in mind these are staple holes. These are pretty small.
Yeah.
Also, I will say,
So
like, the longer it takes, the more likely they will get an infection. Infections can be really bad.
true. But I'm sure that I want to guess that the SCP Foundation will give him some antibiotics, assuming they want to keep him alive.
Yeah,
Yes, but
assuming if they want to
most
keep him alive,
likely,
he is a D class.
Yeah, that is an important detail. This D class might just be fucked. It depends on the site manager, honestly.
I assume they let treat most D class half decent if they're not sent there to die. And it didn't sound like they sent him there to die. This
They
was just
sent
a very unfortunate accident.
they sent him there to get stapled.
They didn't send
Yeah.
him there to get stapled, but he was stapled.
Also,
It was
nice
a
job,
whoops that
Brandon.
happened, and it happened. Oh boy, it happened.
Anyways, continuing with the SCP, we're almost done.
Yeah.
Addendum. Following an interview, 3709.2, the government service line was traced to an office building in El Paso, Texas. Further investigation led to an office suite on the 5th floor, with no address number designated to it. Once the smashed field team forced the door open, 3 rows of cubicles were found in the middle of the office suite, only one of which had been occupied by 4 people, 2 men and 2 women. The printer was located in the far corner opposite the window. Closer inspection revealed the following. Each person is current employee of FLR Professional Products Inc., 2 of which were the call representatives. Texted interview log 3709.2. Each
Wait,
person.
back up. These 4 people are all hanging out in one cubicle. What could that guy have possibly been doing that it took 2 minutes for his call to be transferred?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe they all just huddled into one cubicle because they heard fucking SCP Foundation breaking down the door.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, they're coming for us. Gotta hug it out.
Yeah.
Get into the official office hug cubicle.
Oh, God, it gets worse.
Oh no.
Oh
Each
no.
person was comatose and fed intravenously. Waste was not
Oh.
collected.
Oh, God. Oh, okay. Great.
It gets worse. Each person was fixed to their chairs via staples in both hands, both thighs, and chest. Staples possessed anomalous properties consistent with 3709 modified staples.
Okay, yeah, this group's going in evil.
It gets even worse.
We've I'm sorry, we've gone from some negligence and like some kind of like messed up like philosophical thoughts with drug plants to, oh yeah, we're stapling people to we're stapling people to their chairs and forcing them to be infinite call service slaves. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
May I read the next line with my real voice? I feel it'll be more dramatic.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, yeah.
Each person possessed a USB 3.0 cable implanted in the back of the skull, leading directly into the desktop computer in front of them.
Mm.
Yeah.
The printer was surrounded by several stacks of paper. All documents found were shipping logs for various APP incorporated products, including the staple remover acquired by the Foundation. You can take things reading back, Aaron, unless you
All right.
want some dramatic.
I want Hatchet to read the email, though.
Well, okay.
Oh, sure.
Amidst the investigation, a data breach was successful in accessing an employee's email inbox. The majority of the emails listed suffered intense data corruption. One email received 3 weeks prior to the acquisition of 3709 was recovered and reconstructed.
3 weeks prior to the acquisition of this stapler that they're using.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, this is. Oh no, this is to Caroline. Oh
Yeah.
no.
It's probably the automatic voice. It's probably also a very dick
Well,
thing.
I mean this. Well, I mean this is an email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I wasn't gonna do an automatic voice. I was gonna do a dickhead voice.
Do the dickiest dick voice you can dick out.
I mean, I've heard of dicking down, not dicking out.
Oh my god.
All right.
I can
Subject concerning your work ethic. Real sim. I have no idea what that word is intended to be. I'm
I don't
guessing the
know.
redactions here are intended to be like corrupted data.
I think this is
Yeah.
reassignment.
Oh, reassignment. Okay, yeah, that makes
Oh
sense.
no.
Yeah, so I think these are intended to be corrupted data. Hello, Carol. Lately, we've been seeing a drop in your productivity. I sympathize with you, of course. File clerk isn't the most glamorous job. I can only assume this lethargy was our decision to choose one else for the HR position. For that, I sincerely apologize. We never meant to demoralize you.
Bullshit.
As you are familiar, we pride ourselves in work ethic and satisfaction our teams. We believe each employee can fulfill an intended purpose, one tailored with their strengths in mind. Because of our organizational and history in source management, it seemed that the filing clerk position was the right. Admittedly, we didn't see as much people person, as you've put it, a considerable oversight on our part that you were put in a place that you were not with. Which brings me to my next point. We, being and myself, are reassigning you customer service representative position. Massive data corruption remove.
Oh,
We may consider you for an HR position in the future if you prove to be exceptional. Now, I must be clear here. We do not reward immature behavior. Are moving you to a customer service position because you are a valued employee with. Should you exhibit this behavior again, disciplinary measures will be taken. Thank you, Caroline. A member of the IT team shortly. Texas Regional Inc.
you read that amazingly. Also, it made
I
Yeah.
me
was
want to.
I
Also,
was having fun with it, yes.
I will say now, it, I I don't understand why they kept saying the staples are only meant to be used on paper when they were literally had the staples in their body.
Well, I'm under the impression that the people that were stapled in there were not entirely conscious of the fact that they had been
Yeah.
stapled to their chairs.
Oh, that's true. They did have their brains kind of connected to the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were
Oh,
uploaded to cyberspace to be eternal customer service slaves. Oh
Also,
god.
also, this is
Thank
the
you, Elon Musk.
yeah. Also, I saw the most weirdest fucking SCP username I've ever
You
seen.
you mean rock teeth moth eyes?
Yeah, rock teeth moth eyes.
Well, good job with this SCP rock teeth moth eyes. I hate it. Um yeah, so anyway, lawful evil. Actually,
yeah.
I want to I don't know. They've got some chaotic vibes in terms of like I feel like it's a fundamentally chaotic activity to purposefully staple people to their chairs. Like you could just use literally anything else, but you decide to use the stapler. But
Yeah,
um I think it still leans toward lawful evil. I'd go with that.
yeah,
Why
That
couldn't
is one
all
of
of
the
their
best examples of lawful evil we have seen. I also hate them, but that's the point of lawful evil. They're
why
not nice
couldn't they have
people.
just why couldn't why couldn't they have just only made the fucking infinite business cards one? That'd be fun.
yeah. I'm just gonna read what's gonna be for next week because I'm gonna give my throat a break.
Yeah, that's valid. Valid.
Uh, Avery, Avian Light, a cult surrounding the worship of several pagan deities involving avian imagery.
Ooh.
Oh god damn it! SCP-3095. Bird is the word.
Oh, fuck you. But also very fitting, but also fuck you.
Yeah, no. The second I saw it, the only thing I could think of is just Peter singing it.
I'm gonna fucking hurt you.
Now you got it in your head.
Yes. Curse you, Peter Griffin.
You already got any last source of string?
And remember, if a company starts talking a bit too creepily and telling you to come in, I have staplers out. Probably just back away. Don't go to the chair. Don't go to the computer. Don't pass go. Aaron!
What did you do?
Look in the side
Fuck
chat.
you. Fuck you.
Alright,
So, I was about to say, so why are we just sitting here in silence all of a sudden?
Hatchet, last words go.
And remember, kids, when the CEO brings out the stapler and tells you to sit in the chair, you sit in the chair. Yes.
Oh my god.
My final word, I shall dedicate my final words to the exact opposite of Jerry's. Sit in the chair and get stapled. Do it.
No, what?
Become stapled in chair.
Ooh,
Do it for the company synergy.
Are you gonna tell them to get connected to the computer next?
Maybe. Will it help with company synergy?
No, company synergy is worth that.
I'm not hearing that it won't help with company synergy. Therefore, connect to the computer.
Oh my god. Anyways, Danger Noddles, tomorrow I will basically be doing a VTuber class tomorrow, and then Sunday birthday celebration with a bunch of surprises.
I don't like the sound of that.
Fuck you.
Are you gonna like fucking flood some small town?
Bitch, shut the fuck up!
I will not. I will never shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I
Anyways,
scream, therefore I am.
yeah, anyways, Danger Noddles, I hope to see you guys then, and oh my god, no, random person.
What did Rando say?
And not only destroying the small town of Hell, Michigan. Anyways, Danger Noddles, hope to see you guys next time for your next mission. I'm tired, not feeling like right. My throat needs a break. See you guys then, and goodbye.